Hey, 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 what's going on? It's me, LA, pronounced like LA, like the city. I'm not from there, but I'm breezy. Thank you for coming into the show. Let me get on down here and see where I'm at. Come on now. I pushed start for a reason because of it. I was ready. The Joe Budden Podcast, episode 879, Vote for Twan. And I am exactly 2 hours into this this pre-record of the Joe Budden episode 279, and not once do I recall them saying Twain, Mark Twain, nothing. So maybe we'll get to that portion at the end. Okay, so around the 2 hour, 4 minute, 52 second minute marker, that is the 2 hour, 4 second, 52 minute marker on this episode. The link is in the description below. Once again, the 2 hour, 4 minute, 52 second marker is where Joe starts poking at Flip about whether or not he's being promoted or demoted. Strongly emphasizing on the demotion diaspora of it all. Izzy is or Izzy ain't not fired. Izzy is or Izzy ain't not fired. Word on the curb is that they're supposed, Flip was like supposed to be on the show like a couple of days out of the week. Like 1 day out of the week, 2 days out of the week, not there the whole time. And on one of the shows or a few of the shows, he wasn't supposed to be there, and he ended up showing up and showing out on the day he wasn't supposed to be scheduled in. So that's what they're talking about right now. They're getting ready to get this started. So did Flip, is it official? Did Flip get a demotion on the show? Or is it because his schedule maybe get bigger and so he's working less days because the stress of the workload? No one really knows. Well, I'm going to say I don't really know what's going on with that, but it's been light banter, on the shows. Like, is he on, let's just say, for lack of a better word, academic probation because he's not showing up on time, not giving it his all, doing too much off the show, being a poor representation while he's off the set of the show, and getting negative stuff coming back to the JBB podcast? Because Flip does other things outside of it, just like the other guys. Everybody on the show thusly have other projects going on. Their end all be all, one and only isn't the JBP. So I'm not really sure what's going on, but I'm getting ready to play it, and then I'm going to read to you guys what AI overview provided for me to read to y'all in this whole thing of if he's fired or not. Hold on, I had to shut this off. Okay. So Joe was making, I don't know if he's making jokes or not, but he was, complimenting, I was about to call him Skips. Not Skips from regular show. So he was telling Flip that, every time he get a demotion, his clothes look better. Maybe it was because during the demotion, he have time to take a look in the mirror and realize that he need to dress better. I don't know. Everybody has a different preference on how they feel they should look when they step outside the house. Maybe he was like, man, I'm glad I did get this break because I've been walking around here looking not my Sunday's best. So, when you get a few extra hours of rest, you'll be even more in your right mind. Start to care a little bit more about how you look because you're just not running on fumes trying to get from point A to point B just to get to point Z. So maybe it's one of those situations. So, is he a demotion? So, the guys are kicking it around, talking about figuring out what a demotion is. So, they're saying that Flip's titles didn't change. Meaning that ICE was saying that, when you're in a position of power and you get a demotion, how it works is your title changes, signifying the type of tier or a demotion that you have. So if you were probably store manager, now you're just assistant manager to store clerk, stuff like that. So I keep calling him Skips from regular show. Flip is talking about, he'll come on Fridays even if he's not scheduled on Fridays. Oh, what are they up to? A Claus, a Santa Claus, so there's a Flip Claus going on. So we're about to squash all this by way of AI overview. I'm curious to see what's going on. Maybe AI overview can clear this up. Hold on, y'all. I'm working on a couple of devices at the same time. So please bear with me as I get that going. And I am going to I shouldn't have to fix this, but I'm going to fix the settings in here so I can have a smoother, so it can play more smoothly. All right. Where's my question at? Hey, where my question at? So I asked AI overview. Come on. Did Flip from the Joe Budden podcast get a demotion on the show? So, how come, what does it, demotion look like dimension? Moving forward, according to AI Overview, because I asked, did Flip from the Joe Budden podcast get a demotion? Not a dimension. Did Flip get a demotion from the show? According to AI Overview, as of January 2026, this year, Queen Flip's Trevor Robinson. Trevor Robinson. Trevor! Yes, mother. Clean up that room. As of January 2026, Queen's Flip Trevor Robinson remains a primary co-host on the Joe Budden podcast and has not received a formal demotion. However, his status has been the subject of ongoing internal conflict and, quote, re-evaluation, end quote. Bullet point number 1, current status. He is still listed as a core member of the cast for 2026 alongside Joe Budden, Parks, Ice-Ish, Mark Lamont Hill, and Mona Love. Mona Love. Hey girl. Recent conflicts. Bullet point number 2, according to AI Overview. In late 2025, Flip engaged in a highly publicized tense arguments with co-host Mark Lamont Hill regarding compensation and authenticity on the show. Flip later clarified on social media he is a, quote, team player, end quote, and was not attacking the fans. Attack! Y'all remember on Lion King Part 2 was a Simba's pride when Scar's wife was plotting out the revenge of the slaying of her beloved husband Scar. She was seeking revenge on Simba. And I think somewhere in that movie she was like, "I'll talk!" Oh. Bullet point number 3. Bullet point number 3. Okay. Suspension history. Previously, in July 2024, Flip was temporarily suspended by Joe Budden for reasons he later publicly discussed. Though he returned to his regular role shortly after. The reasons he was suspended. The reasons that he got suspended from the show. Da 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 da. Baby, these are all the reasons why. I said, all the reasons why. Flip got suspended. Okay. A girl finished the article. Okay. Suspension history according to AI overview. Previously, in July 2024, Flip was temporarily suspended by Joe Budden for reasons he later publicly discussed, though he returned to his regular role shortly after. Now, where in the world did the mouse go? Got it. It's not real, y'all. It's not real. Y'all probably like, yeah, right. 1, 2, 3. Bullet point number 3. No, wait. Doggone it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Gotta get up to get down. Gotta get up to get down. Shouts out Coolio. Bullet point number 4. According to AI overview. 2026 outlook. In early January 2026, Flip and the crew discussed a, quote, re-evaluation, end quote, of plans for the next year, though no official change in his title or standing has been announced. While Melissa Ford recently... Why are we bringing up Melissa? AI overview. While Melissa Ford recently exited the show in September 25, While Melissa Ford recently exited the show in September 2025, Queen's Flip continues to be a featured personality on both the main podcast and Patreon exclusive podcast. Patreon, the folks who follow Joe and Nim on Patreon, is Flip still there? AI overview said he is. So all this information is brought to you by, oh my gosh, is there more? And then I guess I asked something else. Did he get demoted from his position on the show? Did he get less money? According to AI Overview, as of January 2026, Queen Flips, known as Trevor Robertson, has not been formally demoted or officially received a pay cut, though his financial standing has been a public point of contention. Contention spelled Contention. Looks like concentration, like that orange juice of Schweals get. That ain't no real orange juice if you don't get that. God, mess off my table. Okay, Grandmama, I'm sorry, Big Mama. Big Mama says she don't want no concentrated nothing. She want the real thing. And if we don't have the real thing, just get us some water from the tap. I'm just playing. According to AI Overview, key details regarding his current position and earnings in reference to Flip include contractual tensions. In the late 2025, Flip engaged in a heated on-air argument with co-host Mark Lamont Hill and Joe Budden, specifically regarding compensation. Flip stated that Budden, quote, triggered, end quote, the conflict by mentioning the host's pay, but he later clarified on social media that he remains a, quote, team player, end quote. According to AI Overview, current role, he remains a core co-host on the main podcast as of early January 2026, while he recently ended his, quote, improper improv, end quote, spin-off to focus more on the main show and his own network. This was framed as a personal decision to, y'all, what is this word? Recollate, spelled RELLOCATE. This was framed as a personal decision to recollate, whatever that means, resources rather than a demotion. Sounds like a fancy schmancy way of saying we need to stop this money because we hemorrhaging money, and we need to no longer put a band-aid over the spending, and we need to just cut all off by the kneecaps and stop some things because we bleeding out financially. Quick, I'm swimming back over to Joe Budden's podcast. Hurry up. I'm losing blood. I'm hemorrhaging money. Pull me over. Pull me up. Pull me up. OMG. Pull me up, Joe. Pull me up. So that's what I'm assuming this paragraph means in reference to recollate resources. So somebody let me know down in the comments what recollate resources mean. It sounds like regulators mound up, so it probably sounds like let's sew this money together, because we got a hole in the money bag. We need to recollate this money and sew it on up real quick. Moving forward, according to AI Overview, reported earnings according to mid-2025 financial reports. The Joe Budden podcast co-hosts, including Flip, share an annual pool of over $1.5 million. A pool of money? Rich people problems. A dream of money is all I got. And folks trying to get in on that too. You can't tell people nothing. Can't tell them you got a dream. And isn't it Martin Luther King Day? We ain't got no better. I had a dream. Take his dreams. That's why he ain't here today. Oh! Reported earnings according to mid-2025 financial reports, the Joe Budden podcast co-hosts, including Flip, share an annual pool of over $1.5 million. A pool of over $1.5 million. While individual breakdowns are private. Well, you said enough. You said more than enough. Hey, you said more than enough. Well, if you sharing a swimming pool full of money, who's counting? Talk about some while individual breakdowns are private. There is no verified report in early 2026 that his specific portion of this pool has been reduced. I would hear nothing y'all had to say with y'all rich people problems. Sharing a swimming pool full of money. Who made that song a pool full of adult beverages? All he got is that. I think I'll take a swimming pool full of money over a swimming pool full of vodka. Folks get high up, start looking around, complaining about it's too much lint on my sweat socks. I ain't happy no more. We'll go buy some more socks. Some of us down here still walking around with holes in our socks. It's not busting up our day. It's not causing us to want to go to the adult alcoholic beverage store to pour out a 50. To my money that's getting washed down the drain as we pay bills day in and day out. Having holes in my socks not want me to go get a fifth of Ciroc and just take one to the dome because I have holes in my socks. But y'all sitting on that couch whining and complaining because You got dust bunnies on your Stacey Adams. I cannot. I don't want you. I don't want you no more. Get out of my house. Shouts out to Angela Bassett. She told up and told down that scene on Michael Jackson, American Dreams. Angela Bassett, in the figment of my imagination, you miraculously saw this video. So, hey girl, how you doing? I like your work. You a good lady. She's a good woman, Savannah. Pause. She's a good woman. Okay, and lastly, according to AI Overview in reference to Flip's finances, 2026 outlook. In the recent January 2026 episode, Flip discusses a need to, quote, reevaluate, end quote, for the new year. Can we use another word since y'all out here, popping tags and swimming in pool fulls of money? Can we pick up a new thesaurus word for reevaluate? Moving forward, I gotta start over again. 2026 outlook. In a recent January 2026 episode, Flip discusses a need to reevaluate for the new year, which has led to fan speculation about his future role. Though his status as a primary cast member remains unchanged, you can track his current status and exclusive discussions on the Joe Budden Patreon. All of this information is provided to you by Swanson's. Okay, never mind. It's brought to you by AI Overview. Please be advised that sometimes AI will make mistakes, but I don't. My name is Elay, pronounced like LA, like the city. I'm not from there, but I'm breezy. Thank you guys for coming in, having a good time for a short amount of time. Go on down and drop it. Put something in the comments. Y'all like, who is this person wearing a costume? Acting crazy. I just going to put something down in the comments, man. I'm not asking y'all to drop some change in my panhandle bucket. I'm just asking y'all to drop something down in the comments. LOL, girl, you funny. Yeah, I know. This is good. I like your take. I like your perspective on the JBP. Ain't nobody doing it like you do. So I'm about to share this to everybody. Tell them to just come on over here. Let's do this. I'm out of here, y'all. It's getting hot. Not like that kind of hot. I ain't committing no crimes. I'm talking like hot. Because I had this doggone outfit on. Hot. I'm out of here.